Hey, what the fuck is good? It's Order of Opinion, bitch.
Yeah.
I'm your host, Anthony. This is my whack-ass co-host, Tim. He's not that whack. He's all right.
I'm solid.
He's just sort of gay.
You know, if there's anything I'm not, it's boring. I'm entertaining.
If it's one thing we're not, guys,
It's boring.
we're not entertaining. Well, fuck you, podcasting assholes. But, anyways, if you're just tuning in, today we are continuing our rankings and breakdowns of all the movies in the X-Men cinematic universe, which you can find on Pornhub and YouPorn.
Yeah, in your favorite porn videos, you'll find us like about halfway down the comments around all the other dudes saying like, "Oh, she's so hot. What's her name? Can anyone find me this porn chick's name off someone's mobile phone?"
Yeah, we're continuing the rankings, meaning we had previous episodes in the XCU. And they aren't pornos.
And I'm honestly...
I wish I'd rather watched a porno in some of these movies.
After the last...
Like, not jerking off either, just watching the porno to enjoy the entertainment of sex.
And if it weren't for the purpose of this show, like, after the last 3 movies, I would have quit watching these movies.
Well, here's my thing about porno, by the way. I sort of feel sometimes when I'm watching porn that it's a little sketch. Because why am I watching another dude who's naked in the movie fucking a chick? Like, isn't that sort of weird?
Yeah.
Because when you're a guy and you're imagining porn, you're the point of you, like, getting off or whatever is fucking imagining you're that guy fucking that chick.
Yeah.
Right? But if you're not feeling like that, and you're just jerking off to it, you're watching a dude naked.
And sometimes those
sort of weird.
Sometimes those camera angles accidentally edge you. Because you'll be like right about to nut, and then it goes to like under the asshole balls camera, and you're like, oh god.
All right. So, anyways, porn, whatever. It's not porn. We're talking about X-Men here.
It's fucking porn of filth.
Check out our previous episodes in the X-Men universe so far, which I believe we've done Apocalypse, X1. I think it's X1, and the Wolverine, and then the new released Logan, which is the rawest movie of all time.
Yeah.
It's the Muhammad Ali of fucking X-Men.
And when you watch these other Logan movies, you're like, damn, I like cranky-ass Logan.
So check those out, and you'll know what number we're on now. How about just check those out? And if you fucking subscribe, you'll know them all.
Yeah.
They're all fucking described well in the description. Everything we'll let you know everything that's going on in the show, and those 3 movies we've done so far. So this is my number 6 movie in the X-Men universe.
Yeah,
and I'm your host, so we're going off my list. Tim will be giving his list too, but
it's
like
irrelevant.
I said, it's completely irrelevant. But it's looking like we have the same fucking list, but just a lot of different numbers because you're an asshole apparently and I'm a nice guy.
That's what the X-Men came down to. Yeah, pretty much.
Just fucking subscribe, okay? And you'll see our release schedules on Twitter and Facebook, so follow there. Apparently we get no love on Facebook right now, but probably because we're not trying.
Yeah, and Facebook, people on Facebook are weird. We found and tapped into a new market of people who just take pictures of them dressed as like Spider-Man, and that's their profile page, and their middle name on the profile will be like fucking God of Thunder. It's like, bro, what the they're not cosplayers.
Yeah.
Also, they're people who do this at home.
Or you can find complete assholes on Podcast Discovery.
Yeah.
Groups as well.
Apparently, if you don't agree with us and you think we're boring, we can't call you boring. Because that's just impossible.
You know, so you'll find all the release schedules for our future episodes for the X-Men coming up. Because we're not a fucking weekly podcast. We're not a bi-weekly podcast. We're not an a-weekly podcast. We're not a trans-weekly podcast. None of that shit, all right?
Eventually that will be a word.
If you're...
It's a week that turns into another week.
Trans Weekly Podcast. Maybe we are a trans weekly podcast. I don't think about it. Well, sort of do it when we want.
Yeah, well, it's like more like transient weekly podcasts because we're just roaming around, randomly dropping shit.
So yeah, my number 6 movie in the X-Men universe was Wolverine Origins, which I know people would probably put last, but I gave it a 5.
Really? I have it at 6 as well, and I gave it a 5.
It was complete mediocrity.
And there isn't even like much to think about with the movie. It's just assaulting you with visuals, and you're like, okay, this is a good, solid movie, I guess. Until
5 out of 10.
Yeah,
5 out of 10.
Yeah, not a 5 out of 5.
5 out of 10. Yeah, it was garbage.
If Wolverine were a podcaster, I'd give him more than 1 star.
Yeah, just because he's Wolverine.
But I mean, he'd be mumbling the entire time. He's just like,
one side note I want to say, just before we even start talking about the movie, why is Stryker's sidekicks fucking all Asian?
It is in every... Well, I don't know about that he had a sidekick in like Days of Future Past.
Well, Southerner Stryker had an Asian girl, and Northerner Stryker has an Asian man.
Well, Stryker apparently just can't decide where the fuck he comes from. It's not like they never watched any of the other movies.
Yeah.
So, well, actually, did this come out after X1 or after X2?
This is after X3,
isn't
it? No, I don't fucking know or care.
Yeah, but they probably should have gone back and watched X2 with this guy.
Yeah.
Because he is way fucking different Stryker. But I like him.
You like both Strykers, because Stryker's might be one of the best villains in comic book history, or comic book cinematic history as well.
Yeah, because
he's just a solid bad guy.
Yeah, unlike, someone like Magneto, where his motives are, like, just fly by wind. Fucking, it's just whatever he feels like in that movie.
Yeah.
Fucking Stryker, throughout all the movies, has had the same singular motive. It's like, my son was a mutant, he killed my wife, I'm gonna kill all the fucking mutants.
Yeah. And his son was a fucking asshole.
His son was an asshole.
Doesn't fall too far from the tree, is all I gotta say about that one. Stryker's a fucking dickhead, for sure. And he's like... he's one of those cowards that's like he's not that cowardice to where he can't get himself out of situations.
Yeah.
Like he's a fucking coward, but he's like, all right, we gotta go shoot Wolverine. I guess I'm gonna go shoot him now.
Yeah, and he did murder that one guy just to do it. He was like, yeah, I guess I'll stab this guy.
Like he tries to do it in a cowardice way, but when it doesn't plan out the way he needs it to plan out, he's just like, all right, well, fuck it.
Or
I'm going to kill this guy. I'll kill the general. I know the armor will be after me, but fuck it.
That, or he isn't a coward, but he gets forced into doing it in a cowardly way. Because when they're talking about Wolverine, he's like, you can't just fucking knock him out.
Yeah.
So we have to trick him.
Like, yeah, because he knows he's going to get clapped.
Yeah.
So he's like, why not be a coward at first? Why not try the cowardly way?
He's like, my old friend, Wolverine. It's like, when were you ever friends?
Right?
They never explain that.
And think about it. Think about this. Wolverine, he's not as homeless as he has been in the last movies.
He has a house?
He has a house. Yeah. Granted, it's in the mountains. It's about as hillbilly as you can get.
And apparently Hulk Hogan is in this one. He plays Sabretooth.
I wish he was Sabretooth.
Dude, that'd be great. He just starts the fight by ripping his shirt off.
Lee Shriver actually did a perfect job.
That'd be great. He's like, I need to stop you, Logan, brother.
Jabroni! Do you remember the Hulk Hogan show?
Yes.
Do you remember when people said Hulk Hogan's fucking daughter was hot?
She was never hot. And his son murdered somebody.
She looked like a girl with celiac disease.
Dude, his wife was fucking gross.
Yeah, ew. And she was a whore.
She was
then she was like, I'm going to go suck a 22-year-old's dick now. Because Hulk Hogan, he is animating him.
Essentially,
his whole body, like Hulk Hogan has 92 injuries.
What was it,
bro? Like, I tore my ACL 42 times. I was jumping off the ropes the wrong way. You know how it is.
His wife reminded me of Dog the Bounty Hunter's wife. Just some like blonde bitch with big titties.
Because he is Dog the Bounty Hunter.
He is. He's...
Because didn't he get caught up for saying racist shit?
He did.
That's why he's like, I can't sponsor Riff Raff anymore.
And he has a sex tape.
Yeah?
But dude, he might have the best sex tape ever because it ruined Gawker.
Well, you could tell the mom was a whore.
Yeah.
Like from the show, you could tell the mom was a whore. You could tell that the son was going to be a drug addict, and that the daughter was for some reason hot to people, although she was gross.
She was fucking disgusting.
And about the show, about Hulk Hogan's show, every time something would phase out and they'd go to the next scene or whatever, it would just be his head spinning and he'd say random shit. And he'd just like, Jabroni!
Yeah, it was Batman.
The fucking funniest shit ever.
Brother, what's up, brother? You ever seen these 25-inch pythons up your ass?
Anyways, the movie, Wolverine Origins, right? CGI claws, dead Asians, too many characters, the Blob.
The Blob.
They ruined Remy LeBeau.
Yeah, fucking, they just killed the Gambit. Like, I mean, sort of. He wasn't the worst.
They raped
character.
Deadpool.
Yeah, Deadpool. Well, no wonder they had to make a fucking new one. Like, well, Jesus Christ.
And how, you know, like I said, I don't think this movie's that bad as the other ones. Like, I'd rather watch this movie than the Wolverine. Because it's, for some reason, it's an easy watch.
Yeah.
Like, the Wolverine isn't an easy watch.
No.
It's a mixture of fucking Ninja Turtles 1 and Terminator. Because apparently the Wolverine is Terminator. And
well,
I don't
yeah,
think people
because everyone
realize
wants
it.
to funk with him, and he's made like to be indestructible, essentially.
He drives a fucking motorcycle around and he says one-liners. And then he has just inner monologues that he says out loud.
Oddly enough, yes, in this one they actually gave him a monologue. Which is weird, because I feel like in the Wolverine, he didn't talk at all. And everyone else just spewed out garbage. And in this one, he talked and spewed out garbage, and no one else fucking talked at all. It was
That's why you'd rather watch... I mean, for any Wolverine movie, I'd rather watch somebody playing the video game than watch the movie.
That's true. Because honestly, like, with the way Wolverine is, you sort of... And what's the downfall of this movie compared to, say, the Wolverine?
Yeah.
Even though Wolverine's worse, they try to give Logan emotions.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just him giving a speech like, well, you know, fucking I had this bitch and now I don't.
And it's a dumb, corny comic book movie. It doesn't take itself too seriously.
No.
Until the end, where it all falls apart.
That's what I'm saying. The end, it's like, so Logan cares now? Like, what?
Yeah.
You thought he just wanted to kill people.
Yeah. Yeah.
They haven't shown that he has emotion or gives a shit.
In the other movies.
In any movie.
No, in this movie
this
is
movie,
when...
yes.
Yeah. This movie is when he has a fucking conscience because he realizes his older brother is a fucking psychopath.
Yeah, and he decides, like, yeah, I'm not going to fucking kill anymore, I guess. But I will. Sort of the same in all the movies. And the last two Wolverine movies we've talked about. He's just like, I don't want to kill anymore, but I'm going to.
Yeah. I don't do that anymore. And you sort of think that, all right, at some point, Wolverine Origins is going to become this crazy bloodbath. When really it just sucks.
Yeah, I mean, even when he stabs someone, there's no blood on his claws. They tried to make it too...
On his CGI'd ass claws.
Yeah, they tried to make it too marketable.
It looks like it's floating on his knuckles.
Right?
Like, what the fuck was that?
Like, the most blood they had was when the chick at the... What was her name? His wife, I guess?
Yeah.
At the end gets shot.
Yeah.
Like, that's the most blood... Or when he dumps blood on her to pretend like she's dead. That's the most blood you have in the movie.
That's true. And was it really even that slow?
No. It rolls through pretty quickly.
Yeah, it breezes by, sort of. Well, especially when Will.I.Am is in there and he's fucking doing some tunes with that Mongolian that they have in their group, and Fergie's fucking pissing herself. That's her mutant power.
Is to piss herself, and the other guy's just a vampire.
He's a vampire Mongolian, whatever he is.
It's Caliban's cousin.
No, I can't make fun of him. We can't make fun of him.
Why?
Apparently, he has cancer or some shit.
I don't care.
Yeah, it still doesn't change the fact that you look Mongolian.
Yeah,
he looks like a Hun.
Doesn't change the fact he made some of the worst rap music in the history of the world.
Well, I mean, you could say Black Eyed Peas and Nelly are the sole reasons why hip-hop is the way it is.
Exactly.
Or whatever hip-hop is.
So, I mean...
Hip-hop's a gay term. Can we just say that?
So, yeah, hip-hop does suck.
It sounds stupid.
It sounds like something... It sounds like something kids do at recess.
Why do you think kids don't say hip-hop anymore? They say rap.
Even rap sounds stupid, though. Like, it doesn't... Hip-hop nor rap describe at all what the music's going to be about.
Yeah, not anymore.
No.
Because you could just go, yeah, on the track. Which I was hoping Sabretooth would do while he's fucking crawling around like an animal.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, the movie fucking sucked, but it just wasn't... It didn't make me feel as shitty about watching it as the other 3 movies that we've seen so far with X-Men.
Like...
That we've talked about so far.
Like I said, too, it doesn't give you enough to be mad at.
Yeah.
But it also doesn't give you enough to really like.
Because it is like it feels like you are playing out a story mode in a video game. That's how fucking stupid it is.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, it is sort of entertaining. I don't know what it is about it that entertains me, but I don't feel like I fucking hated myself after this movie.
Exactly. And which with superhero movies is fucking like 99% of the time the case.
Yeah. And so, you know, they start the movie off with Wolverine being a sick boy.
In Canada.
Yeah.
The Canadian mountains.
And he's a bitch. Like, he's a little bitch kid.
He's sick all the time. He's like, Papa.
Papa.
He's like, I'm cold. He's like, you still have a fever. Wait, what? Like, wouldn't a fever make you hot? It made me hot every time I have one.
And Victor's over there like, yeah, I can't wait to kill my brother.
He's like sharpening his nails, and he's just looking at the like what.
He's already dressed like he looks like a vampire.
Well, just weird tension between him and the dad.
He doesn't look like a vampire. He looks like a werewolf in London. That's what he looks like.
He does. He looks like he should be on Teen Wolf. Yeah. And what sucks is like, what's the tension between him and Logan's dad? Like, you end up finding it out later on.
Yeah.
But what I mean specifically between him and Logan's dad, like, it seems like Logan's dad's afraid of him.
Oh, yeah.
So why do you let him in your house, bro?
He's definitely that friend of the family or whatever I think they know that they're brothers, right?
No, the dad does. The kids don't.
The kids don't, right?
Well, no. I think they say Sabretooth does.
So Sabretooth knows.
Yeah,
that's what I wasn't sure about.
Yeah,
but
Logan
okay,
has no
say
clue.
he does know, right? He that is the family member that the dad is worried about. He's like, oh God, he might kill my son. Like, he's really worried about it.
Yeah, he's like, this guy's a little fucking freak.
And it will, you know, fucking Sabretooth's dad shows up and he's drunk as fuck.
Even the dad calls it out. He's like, yo, your dad's been drinking. Sabretooth's like, you didn't call my fucking name, bro. I ain't getting beat today.
Yeah, and he fucking comes through the shotgun and just claps Wolverine's fake dad.
Yeah, and
they don't explain that at all.
He sort of tells him that he's his dad. He's like, I'm your real dad.
Yeah, because we see Wolverine's puberty and he has his bone claws fucking stick out.
That's right.
And he kills his supposed biological father.
Well, yeah, he kills his own dad.
Yeah, and Victor's sitting there just like sharpening his nails, like, yeah.
Right, the entire time. And then even Logan's mom's like, dude, I guess we sort of like knew you were weird, but what the fuck?
Yeah, she like says fuck being a mom at that point. Like, she's like, what are you?
Yeah, seriously, it's like her kid was fucking possessed. Like, that's how
right?
she would act. She's like, what the fuck is this demon?
Yeah. And essentially, they just run off together. Sabretooth manipulates Wolverine. He's like, we gotta be brothers, man.
He has to be hard now.
God, those
Wolverine's
kids
like,
suck.
sure. And they just fight in a fucking montage of war. It might have been the coolest scenes for Wolverine and fucking Sabretooth. They have to show in a fucking montage.
Well, what I liked about that is they literally ran into the montage.
They ran into the war.
Yeah, they
had guns sometimes. And Sabretooth was going crazy on a gun. And this shit was funny because Logan's like, he's like, it's a cartoon. It's a true cartoon because Logan, they already depict him as like, he's the guy that won't go that far. And it's all these scenes, it's about Sabretooth going too far, and Logan's like, that's enough! That's enough!
What's funny about that, too, is like...
foreshadowing.
Well,
right?
Yeah, just that, but like you watch the entire scene, like Logan's, like, in most of the montage when Victor's doing shit, or Sabretooth, I guess we haven't said his real name yet.
Yeah.
But he's just sort of sitting back there with his skeptical-ass look, like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
My brother's a fucking psychopath. I didn't know it. Fuck it, I'm not homeless yet.
So somehow they end a montage with a rape?
Yeah, he was going to rape some Vietnamese chick. He found some China White in her pussy, and he's like, I'm going to have to stick my dirty fingers in that.
It's like, you see, these nails are better than just for cutting.
That's what she was really scared about. She was like, hey, I get raped every day, but those fucking nails, I don't want that in my fucking Vietnamese pussy, I'll tell you what.
Looks like you might be infected, sir.
Yes. Yeah, so Wolverine's like, that's enough. That's enough. I draw the line at rape.
Yeah, so
we can rape the Cambodians, not the Vietnamese.
It's like, they still have a chance in this world. But yeah, so that makes them get executed? They have a firing squad. They get arrested, essentially, by the military, which the military didn't know what they were.
Well, because Sabretooth right now is just a homicidal psychopath crazy fucking man, essentially.
And Wolverine is just like, it doesn't know any better.
Yeah.
He's just like, yeah.
Or he's like, yeah, he's my brother. He sucks.
It's like, why'd you fight in so many wars, Wolverine? He's like, I don't know. I didn't do much.
Yeah. And they turn on their own soldiers.
At some point, yeah, they're about to.
Like, what'd you say? I was going to say his name's Levi Strauss. What's his fucking name?
Leaf Schreiber? Levi Strauss. Did he make the jeans?
He kills one of the soldiers, and then they all turn on them, right?
Yeah.
And they're going to get executed. And
No, they do get executed.
Yeah,
It
they
just
do
doesn't work.
Yeah, just like, did they not know?
That's what I'm saying. How long have they been in the army? Like, okay,
For hundreds of years.
No, I get that. But I mean, just for World War II, there are soldiers around you. You don't think one of them saw some dude running on his hands and knees to run up a turret and fucking kill a Nazis? No one saw that. But Wolverine, apparently.
And cut their dick off and eat it?
Yeah, no one saw these fools just going dumb.
Yeah. Well, that's why Sabretooth always had blood on his fucking... on his teeth because he was eating dicks.
He was eating
Chopping
a lot
dicks
of
and
dicks,
eating them.
actually.
Yeah, and that's when we see Stryker being extra conniving and Jewish.
He's like, I heard you guys can't die. Does that mean I can rape you as hard as I want?
Wolverine's like, yeah, tickle.
Yeah, tickle a little bit. My brother has a rat. Where'd he get that?
Actually, it's sort of weird. He's been crawling on him.
He's sort of playing with it.
I fuck a bear later. His is a rat.
Eventually,
that's our fetishes.
I try to fuck a phoenix. Can't do that one. Turns out phoenixes aren't real.
And it doesn't take much to convince them. Stryker's like, hey, do you want to come do some shady shit? They're like, sure.
Yeah.
And they leave.
And then they're fucking part of the
Murder African fucking...
Yeah, the crew
The Murder African Society.
Like, honestly, it's like one of the corniest death squads in any movie. It's just the Blob. There's fucking Will.I.Am.
The Blob who's yoked as fuck. He's Duke
fuck.
Nukem yoked.
Yeah, he actually does look like Duke Nukem in this one.
I wish they made a Duke Nukem movie.
I think they're going to.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I was reading. I don't know, like...
We might have to commit our whole show to Duke Nukem.
Duke Nukem's sick. The video games were fucking retardedly good.
I
remember in the video game in the first the first level.
Yeah.
For the Nintendo 64, you could just go and the secret room for the first level was a fucking strip club. Like that's how raw Duke Nukem is.
That's clean. Yeah, so Blob looks like Duke Nukem. And of course we have the Stryker Asian sidekick, and he's flipping around and shooting things. Apparently that's his power. Is flipping around and shooting pistols.
Well, I mean...
Oh, no, he had bars with the sniper as well.
Yeah. But with that dude, it's like... So they have him. They got fucking Will.I.Am. They got fucking Lord of the Rings Hobbit. And they have... Pippin. Yeah. And they have fucking Wade Wilson, who, like, at this point is just... I mean, it's weird.
He was cool.
Because they have Deadpool, I don't like him as Wade Wilson in this.
Really?
Because he's not funny. And it's just sort of corny.
He's sort of funny.
It's corny.
Yeah.
It's like super corny. And then his power is to spin two swords around and block bullets.
Yeah, it's sort of dumb.
Like, what power is that?
And, like, but I did, you know, like how he was sort of talking shit when he was like, yeah, he's got old grandma's nails.
Well,
that was sort of funny.
And I do like when Stryker tries to say some shit to him and he, like, sort of does the salute, but then at the end he, like, fucking just brushes it off. Like, fuck
yeah, like, shut
that
the fuck
guy.
Up. And Wolverine's like, you ever shut up, pal? Old buddy, old pal, bub. That's every Canadian name. Bub, pal.
He's like, hey, Blob, why'd you get a tattoo? Of a little Korean.
Yeah, Bob's like, yeah, you know, I simp on the pussy.
Yeah.
I'll simp on the pussy.
I love everything. And I'll punch a cannon.
She loved me for one night. I love her forever. That's what he said. It's literally what he said.
You want me to fuck that tank? All you gotta do is tell me.
My dick's impenetrable. I got impenetrable dick in my wife's pussy over here. My wife. What is that?
That's Logan and him talking.
Look, 80 pounds ago, Blob. Bub. That's what you call me, Blob.
Bro, I wish they had a movie of those two just talking for like half an hour.
I keep forgetting who that actor is.
I have no
But he's always
clue.
a cornball in whatever he is.
Is he the dude
He's
from
an RG3
Starship Troopers?
cornball. No.
No?
I wish.
He sort of looks like that guy.
No.
Big ass teeth.
Yeah, so apparently they go after this African warlord who's fucking harvesting meth and Marvel crystals. Whatever the fuck he's doing.
And that's when
because what were they doing? It was
diamonds.
like a jewelry store of like crystals.
Oh, they're diamonds.
That is,
illegal.
they were diamonds.
Yeah, illegal diamonds.
Yeah, so
In Djibouti. I don't know.
So they go and get this warlord, who looked like he played fucking for Wisconsin 2 years ago.
He was the other part of the Black Eyed Peas. That's the other guy.
He didn't really look that African. He looked like he was from America. Like, you don't think so?
Yeah, but that's like the other dude that they try to execute in the village. He looks like he's from Africa.
Yeah, he looked like he was from Africa. This dude looked like he was American. And that's when we see the whole, Ryan Reynolds in the elevator pissing everybody off.
And the spinning swords.
God.
And fucking everybody just being, like, the way they revealed each person's power was like, all right. I guess.
Right?
They'll never be relevant again.
Yeah, Will.I.Am can teleport as he auto-tunes. He auto-tunes his way through the teleport.
Teleports into an auto-tune. He was like... he got it started.
And Stryker's like, I want that lead and that metal. I wish I had a southern accent.
It's like, this rock. What's this rock? The guy's like, I don't know. Fucking fell out of the sky.
People are dead. I gotta say something funny. People are dead. Shut the fuck up. Ryan Reynolds, I don't give a fuck how you fucking rehashed Deadpool. You sucked in this movie.
Yeah, you still sucked as this Deadpool. You can't take that back, Ryan Reynolds. And you still sort of sucked as the new Deadpool, to be honest with you. The more I think about it, the shittier Deadpool gets. It's like as time goes on, Deadpool loses his shine.
He's not... Something about Deadpool isn't sustainable.
They could have just chosen a different actor.
No, Ryan Reynolds is fine. Ryan Reynolds is good. What I'm saying is Deadpool, the shtick. The shtick. It's more fun to read it in a comic book to me than watch 10 movies of it. And I'm not saying Deadpool... We'll talk about Deadpool, all right? Wolverine, as the main drug Lord of War, whatever the fuck that guy was, led him to the Animanium people. He's like, I don't know, Wolverine's like, it fell out of the fucking sky.
He's like, I know that. I assumed.
And then they go and get, who were these people? Were they the Huttonese?
No, this is like still in Nigeria. This is fucking.
Oh,
they're like the diamond
Huttonese,
farmers, the miners and shit.
I meant Hutus.
The Huttonese. Yeah, they're on Hoth.
They round up these Hutus or Tutsis, whatever they were, and Stryker. That's when we start seeing Wolverine have a conscience, right?
Well, yeah, because he just sees people about to get murdered. He's like, I don't know about this anymore. Like,
okay, so let's analyze the people who are down to kill. The Asian dude was down to kill everyone, all these innocent people. It seemed like Deadpool for sure was down. Like he was sort of like getting hard from it.
Yeah, Deadpool.
He was like, yeah.
Sabretooth was for sure down.
Yeah, well, Sabretooth was the catalyst, and then Bishop was sort of like, and the Lord of the Rings fucking Hobbit was like, hey, wait, I got reception. Let me just tap my forehead. That's how I could fucking hear shit. Stryker's like, don't let him know. We're about to kill a bunch of Africans.
Right? And this is just when Logan walks away from his movie poster moment, essentially. He's just like...
No, he first stops Sabretooth. He's like, that's enough!
Sabretooth lets the guy go. He's just sort of... This is what I thought was funny about that scene. The dude he lets go just sort of stands there like, all right, bruh.
I'm just saying, how many times has Wolverine said that so far in this movie? About 5 or 6.
This isn't who we are.
It's enough!
This isn't us.
I'm out. And then, like, Sabretooth's like, dude, we got something good going here. It's like, what? Like, they haven't explained, like, the pay, right? Have they?
No.
They haven't explained what's really going on, and you're murdering innocent people, and it seems like this is your first mission.
Well, to
so
Sabretooth,
what is
that's
good so far?
That's good to Sabretooth. It's like, I just been wanting to murder, and now they let me murder, so I don't care.
Yeah, that's essentially what he did say. He's like, hey, we get to murder now, bro.
And I like how Logan just walks into the palms and disappears.
Like, so here's my fucking dog tags. I was MIA.
He's like, here's my gun. I don't need that shit.
And now Wolverine's an actual lumberjack.
Still Canadian.
I'm Canadian.
But yes, actual lumberjack.
And he's not homeless. He has a home.
Nope.
In the Canada Rockies.
And he has a lady, I guess.
She's hot.
She's pretty hot for Logan standard.
Yeah. A little bit of Native American tint you can see in her.
She is Native American.
She's wearing Native American
Okay, well,
shit.
she's as Cherokee as most other white people, so I don't know.
So 0.1%.
Yeah.
The people that raped and pillaged somebody. Yeah. And what happens? Wolverine has a really bad dream because he can't sleep next to him, and he almost kills her.
Yeah. Is that when he gets to hear the...
He wakes up, he's like...
Is that when he gets to hear the fucking stupid-ass story, or does that come later?
No, that's later.
Oh, God.
It was just him, and she's like, what is it? Wars? He's like, yeah.
She's like, it's okay, just go back to sleep so you can go back to cutting trees. Okay.
Because that's all Wolverine can handle, right? Because he didn't go to school. He's not educated. He doesn't have a career path. So he's just like, fuck it, I'll be a lumberjack. I make 18.5, not 18, all right, bitch? It's good living.
He does say that.
It's a good fucking living.
He does. Apparently to him it is because he has a dope-ass house in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, but it's in the Canada Rockies.
Yeah, but usually the more secluded your house is, the more expensive it is to maintain.
Yeah, that's true.
So these fools have, somehow he's doing well on 18.5, and she's a school teacher, so she makes like 18.5.
Yeah. Now I'm sort of confused. Is the next scene
The Hobbit.
Okay, so the Hobbit's... What is his name?
I don't know.
The Hobbit guy.
The Hobbit.
That can make things... He made the elevator turn up.
You know, the guy from Lost.
Yeah, the guy from Lost, but I'm just trying to think his power through. He can just control electricity and
That's what
things.
it seems like, yeah.
And I'm guessing he could get reception from people because of electricity?
I don't know if he was, had a radio and was just turning it off with his head, or if he actually could have a radio in his head.
I don't know, but that's just what I'm saying. It had something to do with electricity waves, right?
Yeah, well, what you end up seeing about this guy is that he has more fun with his power than any other mutant we've ever seen.
Really?
Cause think about it. All he does when he's off of work, which is using his power at a circus, by the way, to turn a light bulb on.
Uh-huh.
All he does is go home and play with toys that he just doesn't have to buy batteries for, because he's like, yeah, my power
And he's a
is
drunk.
sick.
Yeah. And he's just being a dick in a circus, just fucking people over out of their money.
Yeah, and fucking...
That's how he lives, in a shitty trailer, fucking dreaming about the next time he's going to be in Lord of the Rings.
So Victor walks in and is like, hey, bub. I say bub too, you just didn't know that. He's like,
I'm gonna dangle my fucking rotten fingers around
He's
you.
like, yeah, watch my fingers grow a little, because that's what they do. That's my claw. And he's just like, look, I'm not afraid of death. And he's like, well, now you get to try. How do you know? Until you try it.
Yeah, that's literally what he says to him. Well, because, I mean, come on, he was waiting to die. I don't even think it necessarily had to do with the fact that he wasn't scared to die. He wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, exactly.
He was a carny.
He was. He was literally wasting away in a trailer, powering an entire carnival, and playing a light bulb game, which he was, clearly over.
Yeah.
He was like, I'll give you $1, I guess, if you can turn this light bulb off.
Yeah. And then now is that when Wolverine has his shit?
He has another fucking bad dream, and he gets to hear, the dumbest story ever.
She's like, oh, yeah, I remember when Luke Wade fucking raped Cuckoo Chew, and now that's the Wolverine. That's you.
He's like, wait, Cuckoo Chew? I met the Beatles once.
It's like, look, I'm Canadian.
You know,
that doesn't apply to me.
You know, Lennon was a mutant. That's why Stryker had me take him out.
He's like, can you stop hopping on my fucking dick? I fuck you enough, you whore.
I'm just trying to go back to sleep, which apparently I can't do in any movie is sleep.
Because think about it. What was the point of that story?
Just to tell him that he's fucking doomed.
Wolverine.
This is literally to tell him he's doomed to just wander restlessly. That was the fucking point of that story.
And then Wolverine goes to his job with his great axe.
He has an
chopping
axe.
Trees.
And then
chewing on cigars. And even the fucking Asian dude calls him out. He's like, dude, yeah, you still chewing on cheap cigars, you homeless fuck?
Yeah,
you know
right.
who you were.
He's like, hey, man, what's up, guys? I'm Stryker, and this is my Asian friend. No, he's not a slave, but he sort of is. And I'm just here to collect your friend, who you guys make fun of for having a lady because all of you are too ugly and stupid to have one.
And the Asian guy being Asian, what is the first thing he calls out Wolverine on? His salary.
Like, what, you making 18 grand? He's like, good guess, bub, 18.5. That extra $500 paid for my car. This is Canada. That's a lot of money.
I haven't stolen a motorcycle yet.
Yeah, I guess he hasn't stolen much in this movie, at least, right?
He probably stole the cigars from some Canadian.
He probably stole that chainsaw. He's like,
and that axe.
Yeah.
That axe looks a little too expensive for Wolverine's taste.
He's like, one of my coworkers died. I just picked it up. Because he's also a gravedigger.
Yeah, but slipped on the logs. It's an accident. It happens. I don't do that anymore.
It's like, so what if they found him with claw marks? It has nothing to do with me.
I was scratching his ass at the time, actually. He was asking me for a favor.
There was a bear. I chased that bear down. I fucked it good.
And at that point, like, Stryker's telling him, like, your country needs you, man. Somebody's killing our fucking force. We can just probably call any military service to help us. But we need you, Wolverine. And I know you're fucking stupid enough and too idiotic to be manipulated by my fucking plan that I've been connivingly scheming for the last fucking 10 days.
Right? And he's just like, I'm Canadian.
That's exactly what he does.
He's like, I don't.
That's exactly what he does. Like, that's not even really a parody. That's what he does.
He's like, I don't give a fuck. Fuck, he doesn't give a fuck about America. He's making 18.5.
I just rob Tim Hortons whenever I need money. They don't do anything about it. It's Canada. They don't kill everybody, and fucking doctors won't respond quick enough to get to us.
It's like, you know what happens when you rob people in Canada? They apologize to you for not having better shit.
Yeah, and he just sort of dries off. He's like, yeah, fuck you guys. Fucking flips you off with the bone claw. And that's pretty much what happens. And then he picks up his fucking half-white, 1/8 Native American bitch. She's really sexy, though.
Yeah.
And when you start actually going through this movie and ignoring the fact that it's Terminator in a video game, is this whole movie is one-liners. Like, if you had subtitles, one line is popping up at a time. It's just full of one-liners.
It's like, how'd you get him to leave? It's women's intuition. Does it work on me? You got out of the car, didn't you? Literally sounds like a robot wrote the fucking conversation.
Well, because Sabretooth is just a one-line machine. Why do they have to do this to X-Men characters? Why is Xavier a diary of exposition? Why is Sabretooth a one-liner? Why is Wolverine an eyeliner?
He's a mumbly eyeliner. He's an emo band in character. He cuts himself. He cuts other people.
And his fucking wife beater.
With
his shitty fucking cowboy boots and Timberlands that he has, whatever the fuck.
That was his fucking fit in this one for most of the movie. Is just a wife beater.
Hugh Jackman is actually pretty good at walking like a prick, like Wolverine's.
What if that's just how he walks? I think Hugh Jackman might be a prick.
Probably is.
Trying to quit on us now when Wolverine's just getting good.
It's just full of one. I mean, Sabretooth is just a one-line machine.
Essentially, yes. Because he has some of the
You got insurance?
Yeah, he's like, you got insurance, bub. He doesn't say bub. But he's like...
You want him to, though.
He's like, hey, you're not from around here. He's like, what gave me away?
And he's dressed like a fucking Twilight werewolf.
Dude, every one of the enemies looks like like some type of creepy, like, vampire hunting priest.
Like, he was in the wrong movie. He should have been in Legion.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he should have been one of the angels fucking fighting, and not a goddamn...
Yeah, but he's dressed up like a fucking vampire, but the trench coat is, it's pretty fresh.
Trench coat is fresh, and you even see with Stryker, that fool dressed like a fucking vampire.
Yeah. But he's just a one-line machine. That's all he is. He's like, we're brothers protect each other.
He's like, hey, I fucking love you, brother. Brother.
He's like, one thing about you, Will.I.Am? Your music's predictable.
Right? He's like...
I can feel your spine. I can feel your big black penis.
That's when my other hand is off screen. Can you teleport?
You're gonna get some fungus from my hands, asshole.
So
enjoy that one.
When you die, teleport your dick into my asshole.
So, speaking of one-liners, the convenient-ass fucking block in the road scene, foreshadowing if Wolverine's an animal and his wife's power.
Yeah, and Wolverine's
that he didn't know about.
Yeah, but because...
Wait, does he know about it?
No.
Because she's just like, I'm just persuasive. I got that pussy air juice, baby.
And it doesn't work on him because you see that with Sabretooth, too. It doesn't work on Sabretooth.
Yeah, well, because Sabretooth is a pure evil scumbag. Like, he's a true scum. Like, he is a scumbag. Like, we say Wolverine's a scumbag, like, in American terms.
Yeah.
Like, he's a scumbag in America. This dude's a scumbag, like, in the grimiest city in the world.
Right? And that explains why eventually...
I'd say maybe, Georgia?
You think he's Georgia? Fucking...
No, Georgia, not in America.
Oh, because Atlanta sucks dick. That might be the grimiest city in the world.
Heavy gay population, but
That's because there's a lot of guys out there popping their guns off. Yeah, so like it makes you understand why in the X1 or the first X-Men why this fool looks like the devil. Like he just becomes the devil eventually.
Yeah, exactly, right. And that's so they're blocking the road and these two dudes randomly and Wolverine's like, "Yeah, I got to get out the car. Just let me talk to these guys." And, like, just like Terminator, any guy has a problem with Wolverine, even though he's clearly, like, over 6 foot, yoked as fuck, and these motherfuckers are just trying to start fights with him.
Yeah, why does the fool, like, and at this point, it's not even like he's being the asshole. He could have killed them and not been the asshole in this situation because they were just blocking a 2-lane bridge.
Yeah, and the guy was just sort of like, "Deal with it, bitch. We're blocking the road." Wolverine's like, "Dude, can come on. I got my lady here. Trying to have a nice time. We're going to fucking this Widow Peak over here.
Yeah,
Can you just let us through?"
He almost fucking pops the claws out on that fool.
Yeah, and the guy pushes him and shit.
And then
she shows her powers by touching him, right? And the guy gets a hard on. He's like, "Oh, you better tell your boyfriend he's got a big mouth." She said, "Yeah, he's got a big cock, too."
He's going to put it in your mouth.
Or, that won't work on me.
Wolverine is at this point. Wolverine's already back in the car drinking.
Where did his skeptical look go? Wolverine always has this skeptical look of everything going wrong, but he's with this bitch and he's like, "Yeah,
I feel comfortable."
Wolverine.
This is nice.
I can sleep.
I'm gonna smile.
I still might kill her though. I sleep.
Yeah, can this fool just stop? Like, can he take Ambien or something and just not dream anymore? Like,
no, he can't get. Well, so literally, beer is just a drink to him because he can't get that fucked up.
Doesn't seem like.
Yeah, and speaking of sleep, that's the next fucking cutscene, and apparently we're retarded and already fucking went over this.
Yeah.
But, he like Wolverine, prototypical Wolverine, he fucking almost stabs her in her sleep. And she's just like, "Oh, it's okay. I know you have, like, bone claws, and you could fucking kill me. And I know, like, the whole reason why I'm here, spoiler alert, is because I'm trying to save my fucking sister, so maybe I should be alive."
Yeah, well, I mean...
But all right. I'll risk it with the Wolverine.
And his PTSD is so bad that this fool can't sleep at night without, like, losing his shit. How does he even wake up during the day?
Well, he would call a psychologist, but he'd be waiting for about 2 years because of universal health care.
Oh, because he's in Canada. Yeah. Are they in Canada at this point?
Yeah.
Or they moved...
They're in the Canadian Rockies.
That's right. They live in the mountains. He's a mountaineer.
They got a glass house, though. That shit's, like, fresh.
Yeah, that shit goes hard. He probably spent, like... $1,000.
Yeah, with this 18.5. Like, yeah. He Grand Theft Auto fucking Wolverine somebody. He robbed somebody for sure.
Right.
He's a fucking goon.
Yeah,
and,
so then we already explained this. We talked about fucking
Kuku-Watsu,
and
fucking...
the Wolverine, and some trickster kicked the Wolverine out of heaven, and now he has to live on Earth.
Something you learn in fucking ethnic studies in college.
Kuku-Watsu got screwed.
Yeah, it actually fucking was stupid as shit.
And then, Wolverine's chopping away at his logs.
That's what he does. 18.5.
And fucking Levi Strauss, Sabretooth, fucking thinking of his next one-liners he's going to say.
"You don't call. You don't write. How else am I supposed to get your attention?"
Fucking finds his bitch, or he looks at her and, actually... The twist was because I didn't get what was going on here. I just did assume he raped and murdered her because he was a rapist. He wanted to be a rapist.
Murderer, yeah.
You presume he's a rapist.
They show both.
He's a murderer.
Yeah, well, he tried to rape a child. But he's on Logan's tip. He's like, well, when they were 13 back when I was younger, that was okay.
Yeah, that's why Wolverine's probably got night terrors and shit because his brother raped him.
Well, that and fucking his probably seen, like, I bet you all of his night terrors are just from watching his brother, like you saw in the opening credits, where he's just sitting there like, okay,
that's enough!
I like the one when he's shooting the Nazis, though, because he's just standing behind him like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah. So he marks his territory, pisses and shits on every tree, and fucking scratches a tree with his old fungus fucking grandma nails, whatever the fuck those are supposed to be. I don't even know how much those extend.
Like an inch.
All right. So who's his fucking third long lost brother? Is it Edward Scissorhands? Is that their fucking shit?
Well, that was first. That was weapon 1.
Weapon 1. We don't have a numero uno for it. It's an I, all right? If you can't tell.
We didn't figure out how to get.
Did I say nomen numeral?
You just did now.
Roman numeral? I thought I said nomen numeral. That's crazy, yo.
Apparently our sarcasm doesn't throw through.
Yeah, well, because we're not engaging. Sorry. You know what, fans? Who are listening, especially the ones in the Philippines and Germany, we fuck with you.
Yeah.
We
fuck with all of you. Well,
and my favorite food is waffles. How about that? There's some personality for you. You don't want to just hear the fucking words in the movies and us just talking shit. Anthony likes waffles.
You've learned something new. Maybe that's what we'll title this episode. And it'll be a cruel surprise when all you hear is fucking the Wolverine.
Yeah.
Origins.
Yeah. And I'm predisposed to diabetes.
Yeah.
So there you go. 2 personal things.
I'm Irish, so I'm predisposed.
And you're Jewish.
Jewish. So I'm predisposed to melting in the sun. And having shitty sinuses.
And if you tell them the logo, I like to wear beanies, and Tim has a Kobe fro.
Yeah.
So figure that one out.
Yeah.
Anywho, that's all you'll hear. So Sabretooth fucking kills and fucking does a dirty Sanchez on Logan's girlfriend.
And when he runs over and finds this out,
you don't look at her, so you assume he did.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I assume.
I think Logan might have been the dumb one here, because he just like looked at her and was like, "Okay." That was a more convincing scream than when Professor X died. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
Fucking, but no, like with this. Especially with this scene, like, It shows how dumb Logan actually is. He just doesn't bother to look and see maybe how bad is she cut?
No.
No.
He presumed dead by Wolverine.
As we learned, that fucking comes back to bite him in the ass, doesn't it?
Well, okay, and I do actually want to speak on this. Because Wolverine is Terminator, he has to do his 2-minute long scene of running, Terminator running.
He just runs away, right?
He runs ear to hip. His fucking hands are ear to hip, and he runs like a goddamn Terminator.
This was even better than the run out of Apocalypse.
That one was hilarious.
That one was fucking hilarious.
And Sabretooth is drinking at a shed bar looking for his next hillbilly to rape. And he's like, let me carve a fucking smiley face, show you guys I'm demented.
He's like, you ain't from around here yet? And he's like, how'd you know? He's like,
you a vampire?
It's like, you on them Twilight guys?
He's like, all right, Skater, we don't want any trouble here.
Damn. Like, but no, true. He's like, how do you know I'm not from around here? Like, because you ain't raped me yet. You got rape in your eyes, sir.
And then Sabretooth with this one line, he's like, you got insurance? That was it. And then Wolverine just...
No, because the dude's like, no. And he's like, well, too bad.
He was a one-line... How bad to do that to that actor, because that actor is solid.
He actually is a really solid actor.
He did a hell of a delivery on his one-liners. Because you still sort of like Sabretooth in this movie.
Sabretooth's legit. Way better than the previous Sabretooth we've talked about. That fool...
Well, he just... I mean, how hard can it do when you make yourself look like an embellished WWE wrestler and all you do is growl and want to rape a black lady?
Yeah,
like you kind of seem like an asshole in a sub-character.
He might have 3 lines in that whole movie.
And he fucking kicks Wolverine's ass.
He beats the fuck out of him.
Wolverine, again, here's a common theme. If you have a fucking counter, count it, write it down. Wolverine getting his ass whooped.
Like 9 times out of 10, Wolverine cannot fight someone who, even if the dude is slightly less powerful than him, he's going to get his ass whooped. The only time he can fight people
because he's used to just clawing the fuck out of 40 people at once. He's like, you know what? Dynasty Warriors, the next Dynasty Warriors 82 that they make should be fucking. You should have bonus characters and be Wolverine because that is what Wolverine is. He just killing a bunch of Asian people.
Well, in this one, he
a crowd of Asian people.
Well, apparently he's not as racist as we thought because he does not want those African people to die.
No, that's where he draws the line. He's like, "Oh, kill the Asians." That's what those stand-ups make fun of. You can't make fun of the blacks. We're not killing
Oh,
I
shit.
love stand-up.
He's like, it's the only thing I
Get
get.
her done. Yeah.
It's like, you might be a redneck if I've ever fucked you in the ass.
Oh. Yeah, and fucking Sabretooth beats this. Actually, the fight was pretty dope. I'm not going to lie.
No, he beat the fuck
He just steps on his claws, too.
and breaks him, yeah. And
throws him into a fucking car, and then the car drives back and kills
the car
him.
just dips.
Oh, yeah, the car just fucking
flies
dips.
off the car.
God, yeah. He's like, all right, I ain't got no AAA.
Well, I just think that fool was like, was that a deer or not? I don't know. I'm on some pretty good meth.
Made in a soda bottle. I'm going to blew myself up.
There was a
Down there,
fat lady with one leg mixing it up. I saw it on Vice. I went and met that lady, and she made me the best meth I ever had.
So Wolverine's in the hospital, of course, in true Wolverine fashion. When nothing threatening is going on, he fucking overreacts, and he like threatens the doctor. He's like, "Where is he?
The doctor,
Where is he?"
The doctor's like, bro, you're at a hospital. What the fuck do you do?
It's because he did that next one.
Well, because he's never.
He just wakes up in his school and he sees kids. He's like fucking hiding behind, like he's playing soldiers and shit.
These kids trying to kill me.
Because he's delusional.
He is
He makes up a fucking relationship in his head.
And what's
he's an asshole.
What's odd, for as much as Wolverine thinks he's in danger all of the time, he's the one person that can't die.
That's why he's scared of flying. He's a pussy.
He's just
Because
afraid.
if you go into Origins, as a kid, he sort of was a bitch.
He was sick all the time until he wasn't, and he killed his dad. Pepe! I killed Pepe, eh?
Oh, God. Yeah, and Stryker shows up, and he spews some bullshit at him, right?
Yeah, he's like, I didn't know Sabretooth was trying to kill your lady.
Again,
okay.
manipulating Wolverine. Like, Wolverine's about to kill him again, which would have solved your problem. And Stryker fucking manipulates him again because he's an idiot.
Wolverine's so dumb, too, that he's like...
Because he doesn't know how to get any other information.
He
doesn't have the internet. He doesn't have a phone.
He never went to school. He never took a critical thinking class. I'm surprised he can write. Fucking... Because this fool, like, literally, he's like, well, I don't think it's that odd that you showed up and then he showed up the next day. So I'll go with you.
Right. Yeah. Right?
He just doesn't care. He's like, where is she? Where are the drugs going? Oh, shit, wrong movie. Fucking... Could Hugh Jackman be Batman?
Oh, dude, don't do sarcasm because some people won't understand it from the East Coast.
Oh, yeah, you don't... Well, you know
And
why?
we love the East Coast, too, but some people from the East Coast won't understand it.
It's just because in the East Coast, you know, you're so important and so not boring. Like,
yeah,
at
because
least
whatever
these
you
people-
do, no matter what you do to come out to Cali, it's only done that way.
Yeah.
The East Coast, New York way.
Yeah. And this is... we're not talking about all of New York.
Yeah.
But there are a couple people in New York
Yeah.
that definitely don't understand
Especially
shit.
the Jews.
No, apparently they've taken over.
Yeah, well, when Nicolas Cage starts making movies, you already know.
Well,
Um,
they never let him stop making movies.
no, Lord of War, he was a Jew.
Oh. Well, but I mean, he literally...
Lord of War might be the top 20 greatest movie of all time. I'll say that right now.
Lord of War is fucking sick, and why is it like the one movie he's good in?
Right?
Like, Nicolas Cage sucks.
Yeah, he really does.
Just like Kurt Cobain, man. I never understood it.
And so Stryker's like, I can make you stronger to beat him because I know you can't fight. So we have to fucking put you on steroids.
He's like, how are you going to do that, bud?
And Wolverine, without explaining...
He's like, what kind of moonshine do you
No,
have?
he doesn't ask that, actually.
No.
He just does it. He's like, sure.
All right. Whatever you need to do.
I can't fight him, that's for sure. I'll get my ass whooped every time.
He's like, the liquid in this bath. What's the alcohol percentage?
She's like, you'll be drunker than you've ever been before. He's like, let's do it, bub.
He's like, you'd be surprised how drunk I've been before.
So Stryker explains all the bullshit about The Rock and fucking... He's like, would you like your tags? He's like, I want a new name.
He's like, I'll be the
Wolverine. Ooh.
And then they have the fucking pet store dog tag maker apparently on the base because they make that while he's on the bed to get surgery.
Yeah. In the animanium scene, he gets fucking stabbed and he almost dies. Ooh. We're looking at X-rays. Like this is a 90s action movie.
It is. It's like X-rays, shaking, struggle.
Explosions. Walk away. Walking away from an explosion.
Characters worried. Flatline. Heartbeat again.
One-liners.
Yeah, dude. Like, it is the fucking...
It's Terminator.
It's
fucking Terminator.
I mean,
and
come on.
Terminator 2 is leaps and bounds better than this fucking movie. That's for sure.
They had Logan flatline halfway through the movie.
Yeah.
Do you think you are tricking me?
Yeah.
Do you think I am tricked? Like, come on,
And I get
dude.
you have to show that, right? Like, you have to, how else do you add suspension to that?
Suspension?
But at the same...
what car is that scene right? Or road is that scene right now?
And while, like, they're injecting him, Wolverine's fucking getting dreams about when he was raped by his brother and all that.
He's like, where do you think we belong? I don't know.
Why do you think Sabretooth always fucking bends over like that when he crawls at you? That's how he had sex. And,
Daddy,
and,
why did I kill my dad?
apparently that was it. And then Stryker's like, he erased his fucking memories, and that sets off Wolverine, apparently. Which may have helped him.
They finally go into the fact that Wolverine has super hearing. Which is like a caveat to his character.
Well, I mean, he sniffs you.
He sniffs
He
you,
can
but
sniff.
he has super hearing, and they never talk about that until this movie.
Yeah, right? And,
he just loses it.
yeah, he fucking loses it and, like, trips the fuck out. He's like, you're not going to erase my memories of being homeless.
It's like, I've never liked my life until now, but I want to remember.
And he fucking kills everybody with his fucking little schwang hanging out.
Yeah, he does. And how do you feel like... Okay, that's got to be the worst feeling in the world, no matter if it's in a movie or real life, but someone killing you completely naked...
Yeah, that's sort of weird.
It's not the way to go.
Yeah.
That is not the way to go.
And he mountain dives into the fucking water like a fucking animal.
Like, literally...
And he hides in the barn of a fucking old couple's house.
Yeah, because they're just driving. They see him literally
With
doing...
his balls on the ground. He's doing his one knee fucking Heisman pose.
It's great because they see him running, like you were saying, like running like the Terminator. He's running as fast as
Yeah.
he can just across the road. And the old people are like, what the fuck? And the old dude's like, I think I got some clothes that'll fit you.
Yeah.
He's like, here, put this on.
My son was 6'3",
We'll never explain what happened to him. I keep saying it was his thing, but I guess he's dead.
I wonder who that was, actually. I wonder if there's a connection there.
No, if there was...
There's always some sort of connection.
If it was, they ain't doing it now.
Yeah.
Fucking... But no, he's like, you better put your clothes on. My wife doesn't want to see your wiener.
You're not on the drugs, are you?
Oh, okay, bub.
And that's when we see probably the worst CGI maybe in history.
Him popping his claws out in the
Yeah,
bathroom.
looked terrible.
Oh, yeah, that was bad.
And in true Terminator fashion, he, like, destroys things because he can't handle the fucking human world.
Well, yeah,
He's like, I promise I'll pay for it, but I never will.
he's too powerful for the fucking, like, for anything.
Even the old guy was like, bro, you could say you're going to pay for it. You're homeless. I know.
It's like
Have my bike. Have my son shit. And fucking put half the sink down, you fucking asshole.
He's like, how did you get such a perfect cut? What the fuck did you do in there?
And Wolverine being skeptical, he, like, gives him the one brow fucking skeptical look. Like, who is this old man? He might be one of them. Bub.
Right, as he walks in, the dude has a gun. And Wolverine is skeptical of the dude.
Right.
And the dude should be the one...
The dude being the old guy.
Yeah, the
Stop
old guy.
saying the dude.
Well, at this
They're
point...
all dudes.
Well, unless they're girls. So don't forget about that. Fucking... But, so the old guy walks in, and in any right, he should be more afraid of Logan than anybody else. But Logan's more afraid of him.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know who this old guy is. I don't recognize him. It's like, no shit, Sherlock, you're not in Canada anymore.
Right? It's so stupid. And then, so after all that, the guy's like, yeah, maybe you should fucking sleep in the barn. How about that?
He's like, well,
You fucking weirdo.
He's like, I thought you were crazy when you said you owned a 38, or what did he say, like a 52 fucking flathead right off the press. He's like, boy, I wasn't even alive when that shit was happening.
I was a seaman.
He's like, what kind of wacky tobacco is this guy on? You on them drugs, boy?
And Logan, like, sits on the motorcycle reminiscing about his shitty life.
Yeah. Like, I was thinking, I've never had a motorcycle of my own. I did steal one once, but it ran out of gas and I just had to leave it there.
And so he fucking drives away fucking Stryker's sidekick Asian hero.
Eagle Eye or
that
whatever
can
the fuck
jump
his
and
name
shoot.
is.
He snipes the grandparents. Because the grandparents walk in on Logan, they're like, here, dude, you want some food? Like, can we adopt you as our son?
He's like, we basically
know what's
are.
going on. We saw what you did to the water heater. Protect us.
He's like, our son Clark Kent left us a few years back, and he's about your size and has a similar power.
And, of course, Wolverine gets these old people shot.
Yeah, he does.
Sniped.
He gonna get fucked
Sniped
up.
the fuck out of them.
Fucked up.
And it was sort of surprising. You have to sort of give this scene credit, I guess. Which is like giving Spider-Man 3 credit.
Why? Oh, yeah.
Shitty
exactly.
movie, some scenes that deserve a little bit of credit. And Wolverine's like, bub. And he flies out of the fucking explosion scene straight Terminator style in a motorcycle.
In a motorcycle. The motorcycle is completely not damaged.
Yeah.
Nor is it when it gets hit by multiple bullets.
Yeah.
Even though it's just a normal motorcycle, it's not armored or anything. He's just... Apparently, when he shot the fucking exhaust with a 50 cal, it didn't do shit.
Yeah, bro, they can't hit the bike. Like, you know you're not going to kill him with bullets. You can't just hit the bike and at least immobilize him that way.
They have a fucking Gatling gun that shit shoots like 2,000 rounds a minute.
And you have a dude that has endless aim.
Why is why is he not on the gun?
Why is he the pilot?
That doesn't make any fucking sense either.
All of that's retarded. And
I didn't even think about that.
oh god, in ultimate Terminator fashion, which actually may have been the coolest thing I've ever seen.
This is the sickest thing in the movie.
He slashes a car, one of the cars, with his fucking claws and destroys the whole car. Then on the other car, whatever he does to make it explode, the explosion causes his momentum as he leaps into the helicopter, and he claws the propellers, knocking the helicopter down.
That's right.
Which may have been the rawest. I mean, I know the Wolverine, he had the fucking hyper-speed torpedo leap, whatever that was, to kill a dude. But this one was pretty fucking raw as well. And you have to give credit to that.
I would say they might equally be, yeah, you're right. They're like equally the rawest thing Wolverine's ever done.
Yeah. And of course, Wolverine in true fashion, he kills the Asian person.
Yeah, in the most fucked up way, too, because he's just like, he picks up things he's like, hey, bub. Stryker's like, Wolverine, you're there. He's like, let me talk to you real quick. This was a misunderstanding. He's like, bub, this is a radio inside of a helicopter that was trying to blow me up. What the fuck misunderstanding? I'm not that dumb.
Yeah.
And then
Because, yeah, you're right. Stryker was still trying to play the low-key angle.
Right?
You're right.
And then so finally he walks away and lights the ground on. Well, there's gas.
Well, and first off, why is Stryker, if it had nothing to do with Stryker, he's already there. Like,
yeah.
Like, what else is there to say?
Exactly.
Wolverine, you don't understand. I was just trying to kill you.
Welcome, my Wolverine. I've thought about you every night since I made you.
And that's when we find out, from the old Nazi fucking general, the bald white dude that's just ask Stryker one question every time this scene pops up.
Yeah, he just pops. He's like, "Hey, this looks bad, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, okay."
He's like, "Hey, we gave you $500 million. You better be a weapon."
He's like, this shit better work. And if I don't like what I see, I'm gonna get even balder.
Yeah.
But yeah,
this better be for the Aryan race, not for America.
Right?
Because it's sort of shady that just that dude goes there to check it out.
Well,
just
maybe that's just that's his boy.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
and Wolverine just finds Will.I.Am. He's like, hey, I'm gonna go on. I'm actually gonna go online.
First though,
what?
The adamantium bullets. That's when they introduced
Oh,
them.
yeah.
The little needle-tipped bullets. Like, what the fuck does putting the needle... I don't know. Maybe it's adamantium, so it won't squish anyway.
Yeah. But he's like, I'm gonna go online and look up some Black Eyed Peas concert tickets, and I'll find Will.I.Am.
Yeah. And then they intro Scott Summers getting detention again, because that's just what Scott Summers does. He gets detention.
No, that's after, bro.
No, this is before he goes to Will.I.Am.
No, it's not. He goes to Will.I.Am, and they're, like, cutting in between this bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, he's talking to Will.I.Am. He's like, hey, how's the music's going? He's like, I don't know. How's being Canadian going, man?
He's like, I don't know. I don't remember. I'm pretty
He's like,
drunk.
Logan, how many times did we kill humans? But they're making us kill our own kind now?
Like,
oh, come on now.
Of course they had Will.I.Am say that line.
Killing our own kind? It's like, yeah, wow, so you don't feel bad for killing humans, but once you kill the mutants,
It's like, all right,
That's a touchy
Will.I.X,
subject.
fucking militant-ass fucking human rights motherfucker. It's like, I don't kill no mutants, but I'll fucking murder any white man.
And, of course, they have to have Will.I.Am wearing a cowboy hat with a bandana, right?
And turquoise.
Yeah.
Just turquoise jewelry all up and down.
Why not just have him talk in auto-tune? That's all I'm saying. Have him dancing, talking auto-tune.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. And then they intro Blob.
Fucking Uncle Tom.
Then they intro Blob. Fucking, and he's like, hey, you just fucking be warned. Don't call him fat, because I know you're going to say it.
Yeah, like every other very muscular guy that grows up and has a bad eating habit, he just gets hella fucking fat.
Which is funny because he doesn't even listen to Will.I.Am. The first thing he says to him, he's like, remember when she was 80 pounds lighter? Talking about his tattoo, because his tattoo got hella fat.
He's like, I just want to know, bub. He's like, you called me Blob.
You called me Blob.
And Wolverine's face might be the most hilarious shit, because it's like, it wasn't even written in the script for him to say it. He truly looks at him, he's like, no, you fucking idiot.
And I like, he's like, you gonna...
Blob just knocks him the fuck out.
Well, because no, first Will.I.Am's like, you're gonna have to sell this like men. And he's like...
Man, look at him. Big old ass coming out the front of his shirt.
Oh, and first off, Blob is training with a dude while drinking a Slurpee.
Yeah, not only that, he's not... Will.I.Am's like, he's gotta move, and Blob just stands there and knocks the dude out. It's like, he doesn't care that he's fat.
Yeah, right?
He just
and finally some humor in this shit. And this is where Wolverine is like... I feel like I'm in Let's Get Ready to Rumble video game. Like, this feels like a stupid video game. Right,
it does. It feels like Punch-Out.
Yeah.
Like, there's just some ridiculous character fighting a dude with a metal skeleton. All right.
And there was just no point to it, except for to have Blob spew out exposition.
Well, I don't know. This is an island.
Where's Stryker? Where is he?
And then this is when Cyclops blows up his school.
Yeah.
Because he apparently had ruby quartz glasses from Professor X, who he hasn't met yet.
And of course his teacher being a dick to him.
Yeah, she gives him detention.
Typical Cyclops. You son of a bitch.
For having a headache. He gets detention. What kind of bullshit is that? Well, high school.
Maybe we should explain a little bit of the Wolverine Blob scene. Blob told him what Sabretooth was doing. Sabretooth was capturing mutants, and they were going to experiment on them for their powers.
Yeah.
And Wolverine's like, oh, that's how you get research.
Which is like super foreshadowing, fucking, because that's literally the next scene is him getting research. But yeah, so they talk about that, and he's like, where's the fucking island they take him to? And he's like, I don't know. Well, if you got a cheeseburger, I'll tell you.
And yeah, that's when they go to the Cyclops scene. And, Sabretooth, he just wants to search around bathrooms in schools. Yeah, it has really nothing to do with Cyclops. He's just conveniently there.
He's looking for someone to take down, and not in the killing sense.
He's like, I don't even use toilet paper to wipe my ass, just my hands.
Yeah, that's like just
dig it in with my nails.
I grow one claw out, and I just scoop it right off. Then I eat it. It's the fucking Sabretooth.
Actually, was Cyclops even in the bathroom? I think it was in the hall.
He's just running and got knocked the fuck out.
And no, of course, the whole school doesn't notice this Mortal Kombat scene between fucking Cyclops and
Well, he's in detention, so maybe everyone left.
Oh, that's true. Cyclops blows up the school. But bottom line, for the 14th time in X-Men, Cyclops blows up his school.
Yeah, Cyclops or
he's
one of his relatives.
He's causing the state a lot of money.
Just think about that, because Havoc blew up his school. So the fucking Summers brothers, they be fucking... But...
That's because they're selling drugs in the schools.
Well, you can see that's how he got the ruby quartz glasses.
Well, how?
For fucking selling stacks and stacks of fucking drugs.
Yeah.
He's like, you know how hard it is to make a blue asshole fucking make glasses for you with all those fucking vectors and shit.
Yeah. And then that's where we see Sabretooth's motive at this point, right? Because Stryker comes up, he just nonchalantly walks in of a blown-up school and is like, we need to go, Sabretooth. And he's like, you gonna give me the animanium yet?
He's like, in time.
You've been having sex with me for the last 3 days.
I like how
you said I'd get it.
I like how fucking, what's-his-face is knocked the fuck out, but he still tases him. Like, just to do it.
Just to be a dick.
Fucking Cyclops.
I like Stryker.
Gets tased by Stryker.
I like Stryker.
Yeah.
And after Wolverine found out that he was an experiment because he's a fucking idiot from the Blob's exposition fucking spewage, he's like, his scream was hilarious, or his reaction was like, I'm an idiot. And even Will.I.Am's like, yeah, dude, I figured that out, and I've only been listening for the last 4 minutes, bro. And Fergie fucking pisses on my face.
And that's when Will.I.Am is like, you know what, Logan? We're going to go find Remy LeBeau.
I'm going with you.
I'm going with you.
I know I could just teleport us like 100 million times. We'll get there quicker than bikes. But let's take our bikes. Don't steal
Right?
mine, please, Logan.
He's like, let's drive through a crowded street instead of just being where we need to be right now.
Yeah.
How about
We're just
that?
going to drive through Bourbon Street when it's popping, too.
And apparently they fucking run into the gambler. I half expected
Yeah.
Kenny Rogers to pop up.
Oh, because that's what Fat Duke Nukem fucking Blob tells them.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, there's a guy named Gambit. He's a gambling asshole. You'd like him, Logan.
He's like, is
You
he,
rob him, actually.
is he
Yeah,
Canadian?
actually, I need some money. I only have $17 on me. Which you actually see actually comes true because he goes to see Gambit. And, of course, in true one-liner fashion, what is it? What do they say?
Oh, he's like, what is it? Yeah, he's right. He's like,
Are you Gambit?
he's like, are you Remy LeBeau? He's like, do you owe me money? He's like, no. He's like, well, then yes, I am at your service. Big blind is 100, small is 50. He's like, I only have $17. He's like, then you can buy yourself a cab ride home, my friend.
So I don't like cabs. I could fall asleep in there and stay there for days.
Then I'll
Lose
owe him
track of time.
and money. I only made 18.5 last year.
Yeah. And apparently they just find him right away in New Orleans. They're just like, oh, hey, your local card shop.
Right?
Like,
And Gambit not even wondering, like, Wolverine literally comes and he's like, yo, the people that captured you, I'm going to kill them.
yeah.
And Gambit's like, hey, I know you just said that, but you have dog tags on, so I'm going to clap you.
Yeah.
Even though that could be dog
They're like,
tags from anywhere.
Yeah, you can't assume that he's in the military, right? Because no one in New Orleans is in the military, right?
Right? And it's not like he could have been in the military like 20 years ago,
Yeah.
for all he knows.
I reckon use one of those.
He's one of those guys.
That's basically what Gambit does. Is he's a fucking jester, magician, fucking Mr. Mime-looking motherfucker.
And in this fucking...
It's like, bro, where is the Gambit with the fucking shin guards, that wrestling head piece that he has with his French hair sticking out, and he's sexually harassing Rogue?
the Gambit
Where's that?
looked like the
Gambit?
devil. Like, he had red eyes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the devil, bro. How
Because
come...
he was just, like, he had so much energy in him, he was just ready to shoot it out.
Right? Well, yeah, right onto
Right
fucking
on
Rogue's
the-
back.
So, Rogue, you could take it.
He's like, I've shot my load on many a man before, but never a woman as fine as yourself.
Sometimes I just shoot a load on a beignet and I eat it.
We call that the New Orleans tickler. Because the tickle's going down. And they're swimming in your throat. Like, stop talking.
Yeah.
Please.
And Will.I.Am, of course, the black guy can't be allowed in the casino for some reason. He's
Well,
just
no,
gonna
he's
stay
scoping
outside.
the fucking the perp.
Oh.
Because he sees... And I'm not talking about Sabretooth. I'm talking about the 5 dudes outside selling weed.
He's like, you know how hard weed is to find out in New Orleans, Logan?
He's like, this is some New Orleans Katrina fire. This shit will get you fucked up.
And Sabretooth shows up, and like he does, everybody just fucks up Will.I.Am. Because
Yeah.
he tries to dance around. He's like, and of course, what does fucking Sabretooth do? Says a
One-liner.
one-liner.
He's like, you know,
Time after time.
the problem with you, Will.I.Am. Then he's teleporting, he grabs him by the spine. He's like,
You know, John, there's something I always wanted to tell you. You're predictable. Ooh. I can feel your spine, Johnny boy. That's funny. Never knew you had one.
it's like, dude, did you just throw out 2 one-liners at once? Does that make
He
it
did a compound one-liner.
Does that make it a 2-liner?
Oh, shit. And, you know, he was saying one-liners before that as well.
He's like, and then fucking Logan.
And Logan, again, and this is how it's such a 90s action movie, right? Logan, is this the second time or the third time where he could have killed Sabretooth by now and ended all of this?
This is the
And he
second
can't do
time.
it. He can't do it. Although this time he's actually looking for vengeance only to kill Sabretooth.
Yeah.
And Remy LeBeau, fucking, his magician ass, propellers himself down and fucking
Yeah.
causes a Gambit earthquake and fucks everything up.
Yeah, because Gambit had like done his fancy card trick and shot Logan out the window, and while Remy,
Which looked dope.
somehow gets on the roof of the casino, like, because he's like, I need to go all the way up to do this, and I'm all the way
I'm
up.
gonna corral myself up there.
He's like, it's not as
He would
pretty.
say corral too, like Gambit would say corral.
Yeah, it's like, it's not as pretty if I don't jump from the sweet spot. Now, hold on here, Wolverine.
Yeah.
He doesn't even notice the fact that he's fighting the guy that captured him.
Right?
Like, he's living up to the promise he made you before you attacked him.
Yeah, right?
Because Wolverine's like, I'll kill everyone you want to kill. As he's trying to kill someone Gambit wants to kill, Gambit comes and fucks it up.
Fucks it up, gets away, and then Gambit's like, you really want to kill him, don't you?
Yeah, well, I
Let's
like...
see some gator tots first.
He's like, I can get you to that island. But what I can't do is fry up tater tots as good as this man. So we're gonna...
I want a plane. I bet Louisiana State on the spread.
He's like, first...
And I actually lost, but I killed the guy that was going to pay. And I robbed his whole family and killed him and raped him, and now I have all of it.
He's like, first we're going to get some Slayer canes. Then we're going to eat some bananas Foster. Then we can go save your friend. He's like, I didn't even have a friend that needs saving, bub. He's like, I'm not listening right now. I'm just talking.
I just killed me a frog. I'm out to cook it later.
I love seeing them frog legs jump. Reminds me of my
Remy
helicopter.
LeBeau. See how much better he could have been if fucking Channing Tatum didn't fucking queer out? And I love Channing Tatum, too. Like, no homo. I fucks with Channing Tatum.
I would have rather them just used this Gambit.
Yeah, he was solid.
He was good, yeah. There's nothing wrong with him.
You just had to try and make him look like the Joker. Like, why couldn't you just give him the fucking... What's up? Where is the the brown trench coat Gambit?
And that's what I'm saying. Like, and speaking
with
of
with the roller skating spandex underneath with the shin guards and the stick.
Yeah, exactly. And like, speaking of that,
and you could play Future as he rolls up.
Speaking of that, and this is what pisses me off so much, the Joker. Why are people hating on that shit? The Joker had white skin. He didn't paint his face, so people are going to hate on fucking Suicide Squad. Like, that's, you're tarnishing the Joker's image. And it's like, okay, look at every fucking cartoon. That's
they're all stupid.
Yeah, that's what the Joker looks like. Like, fucking...
I don't know what Gambit's supposed to look like, because he looks like a failed magician.
Gambit looks like he should have been in How to Train Your Dragon. But as the real-life character in the CGI movie.
Yeah, essentially. And so they go over to Stryker as he looks at his frozen son. He's like, yeah, fuck my son.
Yeah, he's like, this kid
killed my
sucks.
wife, you son of a bitch.
And this is what I don't get. Is so he's talking about that, and he walks over and he's like staring at fucking Deadpool.
Yeah.
Fucking with his mouth sewn shut, and you're like, okay, well, he lived up to his word. But then he says something like, the general comes in, he's like, we found out about your son, how you're keeping him prisoner, and he killed your wife. He's like, I'm keeping like 40 mutants prisoner, right? Not just my son?
Yeah.
He's like, we're going to have to shut it down. That's unethical. It's like, what?
Yeah, and I think you sort of start figuring out Stryker's plan.
Well, he just wants to kill mutants.
Because he's scared of them.
Yeah.
Because he knows their power.
Well, yeah. And if you were just watching this, you wouldn't know that. But if you watched fucking X2, you'd definitely get that he's a bitch.
Yeah.
Like, he's afraid.
And he's like, hey, this is Weapon 11, which is XI, motherfucker. In Roman numerals, in case you didn't understand that.
Bro, that was
Weapon
hilarious.
X
When he
10.
We didn't even mention that. When they're making Wolverine, he goes, it's Weapon X. And the general, who's in the military, which uses Roman numerals, goes, X? It's Roman numeral 10.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I guess half of America is pretty fucking dumb, though.
And you're sort of interested in Stryker at this point. You're sort of wanting to know his backstory. Why is he being this way? What about his son? What did his son do?
Well, his son killed his... Well, he explains it in X2.
Yeah, but
yeah, I know what you mean. And it's even then, he like literally has the best dialogue in the movie.
For sure.
Yeah,
or maybe just delivers it the best. I don't know. Because you give fucking Levi Strauss one-liners and you can't do shit about it. And that's, Wolverine runs in their shit. Like, literally just runs in there. Like, it's X-Men Legends.
Well, first he gets dropped off by Gambit, the airplane.
Just throws him off like a rock on the fucking water.
Yeah, he skips on the water. And even then he's like, you afraid of flying, son? He's like, you got some sweat on your brow. Let me lick it off.
Yeah.
He's like, Remy, you're one weird motherfucker.
What did Wolverine say that Gambit, like, called him out for sounding like a jackass?
Very funny. Just keep your eyes on the...
On the what? The clouds? Keep
You're up down like a freaking yo-yo here.
And he just skips him down. And then Wolverine just runs in because there's no security outside or anything like that.
And he's just a spy now. Apparently.
He just clawed his way in. And Wolverine, like, overreacts when he sees his fucking wife.
He's like, I thought you were dead.
And then, oh my God, maybe the worst part of the movie, for sure. Part of any X-Men movie. The Wolverine dialogue about his emotions and what he had to feel for himself. The Wolverine feelings.
He's like, I cried, I think. I was pretty drunk, but I felt bad, I think. I don't know if I had to shit or not, or maybe it was a fart. I thought it was guilt.
You know, sometimes when I have to pick between the alcohol and your pussy, I'd pick pussy. You know what that means? Do you know what that means?
Means you have a high yeast count, bitch. I'd be getting drunk off you.
He's a selfish dick. And that was really weird. It was a really weird monologue because he kneeled down and said it for about 4 fucking minutes and everyone just stood there and watched him do it.
Everyone's like, oh.
The story you told me about the man who gets flowers for the moon. I had it backwards. I thought you were the moon and I was your Wolverine. But you're the trickster, aren't you? I'm just the fool who got played. The worst part of it is I should have known. But I ignored my instincts. I ignored what I really am. But that won't ever happen again.
Well, if you're not going to kill us, can you leave? And he's like, yes.
Can you write that in a fucking letter next time? Like, Jesus Christ, can I get those 3 minutes back in my life?
I wish they had ended this like the Hulk TV show. He just literally walks out, and then it shows the credits of him, like, hitchhiking across America.
Well, that's what happens, because Stryker's sort of like, yeah, it was all fake, dude. Just like your whole fucking life.
He just literally
Just like your Jean Grey relationship in the future.
And
It's all fake.
He just literally
No
goes,
bitch loves you, Wolverine.
well, no, he says that, and he's like, okay, I'm just going to walk away now then.
He just fucking walks out.
And then it shows...
That's dope. Because you would think Wolverine, A, still wants revenge on Stryker, or B, just wants to save his wife.
Yeah.
Because she's sitting there like, I'm sorry, like, I know I didn't suck your dick enough, but, like, they have my sister.
He's like, so? I don't
It's like,
give a
bitch.
fuck. Who's your
There's nothing
sister?
pertaining to me. I'm out. You know, Wolverine's sort of a John, but who cares?
And then fucking, for whatever reason, Sabretooth and her are both pissed off at the same guy, right?
Yeah.
Stryker.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, Sabretooth just tries to murk her. So he's just a straight killer.
Yeah, because Stryker tells him, like, dude, your power's not good enough. And we all know you can whoop his ass, but he just has more talent.
And which would make you think that...
He has more mutant talent.
It's true. Well, that's what they were saying is like, yo, you're fucking strong as shit, but his healing factor, yours is not going to handle this. You will die.
Yeah.
You will
He's like,
actually
well,
die.
I've been trying to dirty up my fingernails and give myself staph every day. Build up my strength.
Is that
He's
how
like,
they're-
yeah, Stryker's like, yeah, that's not working. It's just making you dirtier and
like-
nastier looking, you sick fuck.
He's like, you know that's not how mutant power works? Only Iceman can make his power stronger.
Yeah, and showing that Victor's a power-hungry maniac, he tries to kill her for no fucking reason.
do
He's
it.
like, where's that bitch? I haven't raped anything yet in this movie.
And that's when Logan loses his shit. He's like, not my girl.
Wait. Is Sabretooth the rapist?
Why?
Because first off, they hint that subliminal scene of Sabretooth about to rape that Vietnamese
That's what I'm
chick.
saying.
And
like,
then
he
in
is a
X-Men 1, there is, I mean, you might say that to somebody if you're a creepy villain, but you're saying that to a particular girl, saying you want her to scream.
I need you to scream, bitch.
He's a rapist.
He's going to rape someone. And throughout this, at the end of the X-Men All-Together movie series, 100 years from now when we've finally given up on superheroes, he's going to rape someone in a movie.
And then Wolverine climbs in and he's like, no one touches my Cuckoo.
Yeah. And he's like, all right, well, use Weapon X, 11. Weapon 11, Deadpool, I don't know. Just use it. Use the thing. And she's like, the bonding process is not complete, sir.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, and all the while Wolverine is fucked up Sabretooth. Stabbed the fuck out of him.
Yeah, at this point, Sabretooth
And
is
again, could
murdered.
have killed Sabretooth. But Wolverine's like, nah, it's alright. He's my bro.
Yeah, he's like, he's all right.
I know I've come all the way here just to kill you, but it's good.
Well, because think about it,
And-
why would he kill him? He found out that he didn't kill his lady. That was the only reason he was going to kill him. So I guess he was like,
True.
yeah, I fucking hate you, but you don't deserve to die.
Yeah,
You
not
didn't-
at least your brother.
Yeah, he's like, you didn't actually do it, so I'll give you that.
He's like, I did rape her, though.
He's like, this is the one thing I've thought out the whole movie.
And Wolverine just knocks him the fuck out.
Yeah, he does. He fucks him up. That must not be fair to Sabretooth, because he probably was the bigger brother bully.
So then Stryker activates Deadpool. He types in stand up, bend over,
Yeah.
let me fuck you.
And in the middle of
he's
that...
typing all this shit on his like old school keyboard with his old school computer just in green.
Yeah, he's
green
like,
and black writing, you know.
decapitate. I have to type with one finger at a time because I'm fucking old. Yeah, and as this is going on, he's freeing fucking Iceman and Quicksilver and fucking Emma Frost, who all of these people end up on different sides of the fucking superhero spectrum depending on which movie you're watching.
Yeah.
Because he frees, like, everyone.
Yeah.
Who was an X-Men or will be an X-Men at some point.
And then we set up the big Mortal Kombat fight with fucking Wade Wilson.
God, that was terrible.
And they sewed his mouth shut, which I guess was funny.
I guess.
And it's
Sort
like,
of.
if you look at it like not knowing Deadpool in the comics, it's not that bad. It connects to what was before.
I just think the samurai swords coming out of the arm was dumb. If he had just had samurai swords, it probably wouldn't have sucked as much.
Yeah.
Like if he
But
just,
then how do you make him look like deformed mutiny, you know?
because they could have still had him had all the weird shit and do the different powers and like all that. But come on, like coming out of the arm.
Yeah.
It looked terrible. And you don't need to add more terrible CGI to this movie.
Because the fighting when they actually fought was actually sort of cool. I
Yeah.
sort of liked it.
Exactly.
I mean, it was Mortal Kombat, but I sort of liked it.
Well, yeah, essentially because that fool
Why don't they have Wolverine in Mortal Kombat?
Well, essentially Deadpool is Baraka.
Because I know you have like Texas Chain, like they added all these characters, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, dude. Like,
Wolverine would be sick.
Yeah, Wolverine would be dope in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that would be sick. Well,
They can't get Marvel
can they just
licensing.
make a Marvel fighting game then?
With blood?
With anything, just anything. Like, just a side-by-side, like, you know, fucking...
And that's not Capcom, where you gotta smash 98 buttons at once and
Yeah.
get a 92 air combo and win in the one fucking button combo.
Yeah, no, and I get it, like, okay, I'm not gonna hate on people who are good on Street Fighter because that's something I could never do, but can you just make the game a little fucking easier for us retards over here? So
Exactly
I can enjoy
right.
Street Fighter?
Yeah.
Like, I can't enjoy
So I'm just go
it.
play a kid in the store and I lost in 2 seconds?
Yeah,
And everyone laughs at me?
Like, I never got a hit off. Like, alright, I fucking suck, I get it.
So anyways, speaking of fucking video game fighting, this was a video game fight.
It was because once fucking Sandwich Face, that was the first thing that came to mind, that's not even his name, but once fucking Victor, fucking Sabretooth gets into it, it's a super video game fight.
Yeah.
Let's go side to side, or back to back, yeah! Yeah, well,
Skedaddle, skibidi-doo.
which he shows him back to back, like immediately after they do the back to back move, so that because he's teleporting.
Well, they first have to climb up a Simpson fucking nuclear reactor,
God.
or whatever the fuck that is.
How did he even get up there? Did he do because it shows?
They showed him climbing.
Well,
and
yeah.
Deadpool looked up. He's like, "Oh shit, he could do that."
And you find out he has Will.I.Am's power of making shitty music. No, of teleporting up to the fucking nuclear reactor. So
Which is the same thing almost.
yeah, because I think Logan, that was his point. He's like, let's try to see him get up here, and he just appears behind him. He's like, oh shit.
Yeah, that was a big waste. 'Cause, again, another idiotic Wolverine move. But
Well, he doesn't know though. But once they
But
go
he's
back
still
to back, he immediately. It's like watching shitty football defense, because he immediately breaks their defense once they go back to back. Because all he does is jump over them, and Sabretooth gets distracted by looking on Wolverine's side to see where he lands. It's like, bro, the reason you do it back to back is to cover your own side, you dumb fuck.
And then a really dumb move. Deadpool's just like, all right, fuck the fighting when I was kicking their ass. I'm just going to shoot lasers now.
Yeah, because he has... Apparently, he has...
I think he's finding out his powers as he goes, though.
No, I think it's fucking Stryker just like... fucking
So it is a video game.
He's playing... Stryker's playing a real-life video game. Dude, that'd be sick.
That's clean. Stryker's a beast.
Bro,
Maybe he just wanted to do this to have a video game, an unstoppable video game. And he made Wolverine to set up this fight of his video game.
Bro, I just, like... I don't know, like, why that would be so much of a better movie than this. But it would be.
Yeah, well,
It would be. If Stryker somehow teleported Wolverine's consciousness into the X-Men arcade game, that'd be the funniest fucking movie in the world. He'd be extra confused.
And apparently the lasers can't, like, get through the gaps of Wolverine's claws.
Yeah, but they are heating them the fuck up.
How does that make sense, though? It's a laser, a nonstop laser coming at you, and you have claws with spaces in between them, and you somehow blocked all of the laser.
You know, I don't know. How does doing that work in fucking Marvel vs. Capcom? I have no... That was their business model.
It's retarded. And, you know, that's when Deadpool gets cocky or whatever, and fucking, really, as quick as this, appears back, and they chop his fucking head off.
Yeah, because Wolverine's claws have been, like, superheated or something, and he just takes his head off. And as he's doing his laser...
Which was cool. I actually sort of liked this part.
Yeah. as he's doing the laser, it's just like fucking like it looks like peeling a potato. You know what I mean? It's just peeling the fucking nuclear reactor chimney, I guess, because that's not really the reactor, but.
So they killed Deadpool in this shitty CGI of the laser going through the nuclear plant, whatever that is. It just looks terrible.
Yeah.
Like, it's stopping as it goes. It's not even showing the full destruction of the laser.
And this
hella weird. And
this is when Sabretooth's like, you'll always be my brother, bitch.
There's my 82 one-liners. That's the world record.
I'm going to say something more. No, I'm not.
And he jumps down while he's digging his ass. And, because that's all Sabretooth was doing, was one-liners and digging in his ass. That's why his fingernails were so gross looking. And, Wolverine fucking... He just dips on Wolverine. Like, yeah, fuck you now.
Yeah, really, because...
I'm gonna go fucking crawl around and look like a dumbass. And you know, Wolverine, he fucking falls. And, of course, there's no tension in that either. Because you're like, well, he's animanium, so he can't break his bones. He's just gonna land. It's not even gonna be like, oh, shit, he's fucked up for the moment.
Yeah,
he's just not fucked up.
Yeah, he just does it.
And then Remy LeBeau, who didn't need to save him, is just like, oh, Remy LeBeau! And he jumps in the middle and fucking does his Merlin shit and fucking somehow separates all of the bricks to not hit Wolverine.
That somehow I didn't
Gambit,
get that.
Now Gambit can manipulate energy to move things in the direction he wants it to move now. So I don't fucking know.
So Gambit's just apparently just fucking whatever Gambit wants to be.
Yeah. He's a failed magician.
He's Remy LeBeau.
He was a magician that gambled all of his $10,000 of savings he earned in 20 years. And got lucky as fuck, started making a little bit of money, tried to do a magician show again when it broke.
Yeah, essentially, because he's fucking, they just show him like drinking and scumming it up at a fucking casino. And they're like, yeah, well,
scumming it up. I like that.
They're like,
that should be our podcast name, Scumming It Up.
And do you know why he's the most scumbag person in the world? Because he's one of those dudes that's in prison is winning money off the guards. Like, as he's in prison. And they're like, what would that do for him? That's how much of a scumbag Remy LeBeau is. For all he knows, he is going to be imprisoned indefinitely.
Right.
And he's just like, well, might as well make some money while I'm in here for forever. Like, I'm going to need it again.
That's true.
He's just like, I just like the green paper.
And, you know, then Stryker shows up. Like I said, Stryker might be a coward, but he's just sort of like, all right, dude, I got to do this now. I got my revolver with these animanium bullets, and his trusty sidekick, his other sidekick, because when the Asian died, she's also a foreigner of some sort, though. She's like, you know, that's not going to, like, kill him. He's like, yeah, but scientifically I figured out that if a bullet hits him at the right area at the right time, it'll get rid of his memories of me.
He's going to lose his memory and probably die. Like, no, he won't.
Yeah, he's like, he's gonna heal, and, like, you better hope that's alcohol-soaked fucking bullets, because he's probably gonna remember everything still.
Really? And then, okay. But this is what I just thought.
You're right.
Not to cut you off, because it just popped in my mind, and I
think we've cut each other off enough. Who fucking cares at this point?
Yeah. Exactly. But okay, so he gets shot in the head with an adamantium bullet and loses his memory. How is he gonna kill himself with an adamantium bullet in Logan? Because it obviously didn't do the trick the first time when he got shot twice in the head with an adamantium bullet.
Good question. Maybe at point blank?
I don't know. And also, so does Logan just have soft spots on his skull now? Like from the 2 holes?
Maybe that's how Stryker designed it.
I have no fucking clue. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
None of it makes sense. And at this time, the kids are getting away. They're like, yeah! And Charles Xavier shows up. He's like, I am not a cripple in this timeline.
Yeah, he's like, I've lost...
Hello, kids.
He's like...
all kinds of varieties of races. I prefer the brown kids this time.
He's like, I'm
they
not
have
crippled.
More potential and better athletic ability.
That'd be funny. He's like, I'm not crippled in this timeline. One of the kids like, yeah, I'm a psychic, and 2 weeks from now, you're going to shart your pants and lose the use of your legs. You're like, God damn it!
Right? And Stryker just runs out on the island and he fucking shoots Wolverine.
And then fucking he goes to shoot.
Because Wolverine's an idiot and Wolverine's like, I'm going to run in a straight line and kill you.
Well, Wolverine doesn't know that bullets can hurt him. Again,
okay, does he really think that Stryker's that stupid? That he's going to run out at Wolverine and shoot him with a gun?
No, it's not that I think Wolverine's like stupid. I just think he's naive. Like, there's so much information he doesn't have, and where he's stupid is he'll just rush into anything. Like, he's like, well, bullets haven't hurt me before, So I'm just gonna run at him, I guess.
Right? It's just sort of weird because it's like, so he shoots him, right? And he walks away to go shoot, what the fuck is her name? Wolverine's chick.
Cuckoo Cuckoo.
He goes to shoot her and she touches him and then, makes him fucking, she's like, you better walk till your fucking feet bleed.
Yeah. She's like, and then...
Fucking asshole. And Stryker does it or whatever, drops the gun.
She's like, but before that, wait till I die, and when I release my bowels, let me do it on my face, on your face. And he's like, damn.
Sure. Why not? I've been waiting for that.
You're telling me I can't fucking control it, but this dead lady wants to shit on my face.
Right? And it's just, and then that's the professor. So that's the end of the movie.
Yeah.
He walks and gets found.
Yeah, and they're
found
like,
by the military.
Stryker, you're an asshole. What are you putting you under arrest? He's like, okay, that's better than walking, I guess.
What I think the bigger problem too at the end, why it falls apart, is because how many fucking origin stories can you fit in one Origins movie?
I don't know what they were trying to branch off, but
Gambit,
Sabretooth,
the original X-Force or whatever the fuck those guys were called.
Yeah, because they have Sabretooth essentially.
Sabretooth,
Stryker, huge part.
Well, that is Stryker's
Cyclops.
origin story. That is his origin story.
Yeah.
Cyclops,
Emma Frost, fucking
story. I mean, I guess Emma Frost. Yeah, you're right. That's a story. That's a story.
Captured.
You're right.
Yeah.
That is a story.
And whatever the other Frost sister was.
Holy fuck! So actually, when you think about that, it's not that bad.
Yeah, they did a good job for having so many fresh beginnings. Like it literally.
It's just the script was garbaggio.
It was fucking terrible.
Who the fuck wrote that shit? That dude should automatically be fired from everything and be working at a fucking Asian restaurant.
Should at least be shot.
But at the same time, it just was an easier watch than, let's say, the Wolverine in Japan.
Yeah, because that one's really slow, whereas this one is pretty fucking fast paced.
Yeah. It's just, I wouldn't say it's like fast paced, like there's action leading to this and this and this.
No, the progression
breezes by.
Yeah, the progression is fast paced of the plot. They introduced a lot of shit.
Simpler.
Yeah.
They're not trying to explore this whole family dynamic to, be subliminally racist.
Exactly.
They're just straight out racist and say Stryker's got a fucking Asian slave.
I know. It's fucking, it's this point.
He sort of did look like a transsexual. Like, he looked like one of those Asian transsexuals.
He's a pretty boy. It's like, fuck you, pretty boy.
But at the same time, the movie was just trash.
Yeah.
It was just full of one-liner. Oh, God. And I don't even want to say it anymore. It's like fucking Drew Carey could have wrote a better script.
I know. It seriously might have been one of the more entertaining scripts, though. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, because it is a walking comic book.
It's a walking comedy show, like, the delivery, the fucking, like, if you put this in the same lens, like, say it's an action movie, but, like, take away the way it's shot, and then switch it over to shooting it like Napoleon Dynamite, and all the dialogue would still work.
Yeah, it still feels like an MTV movie. It really does.
No, I just mean, like, all the dialogue could either be sarcastic.
MTV, that's why they got Will.I.Am.
Yeah. But, unfortunately...
Why not make Fergie Wolverine's bitch, then?
Would that piss off Will.I.Am?
And she'd probably piss herself.
You just really like the fact that she pissed herself, don't you?
So for the people, should we... And that's why I gave it the score I did. I gave it a fucking 5.
Yeah, I gave it a 5 as well.
Do you want to go over our lists for the people?
Sure.
My list, the host, Anthony, the one that counts, the relevant one. All of our shit so far. I'll go over it. Number 9, X-Men Apocalypse with a 1.7.
Eesh.
Number 8, X-Men with a 4.1. All of those points go to Cyclops being a drug dealer. Number 7, The Wolverine with a 4.4. And number 6, X-Men Wolverine Origins, or should I say 27 Origins with a fucking 5. And somehow, yes, a grown man at our age, which you'll never know.
I'm not 33.
I do like waffles, though. And I will be diabetic in the future, probably. Number 6, X-Men Wolverine Origins with a number 5 with a 5, and respect that because I know all you motherfuckers would say it's last.
Yeah.
So here's your irrelevant host, Tim.
So my irrelevant ass list is number 9.
And that's sarcasm, by the way.
Yeah, don't let it's respectable. Don't worry, I'm good. I know what I'm doing. Maybe. Who knows? That's sarcasm, too. Don't let that go over your head. For all of you who think we're just trying to shit on fucking our listeners, we're not thinking all of you who don't get sarcasm, but someone very in particular who is trying to start funk with us.
Yeah, we got it.
I'm not going to say it, but I'm just saying they don't understand the art we are creating, not the mindless bullshit drivel that is you see in 99% of other podcasts. Well, let's talk about history. Who gives a fuck? I don't care.
True crime.
True crime.
Something you can find on YouTube by like 30 other people. I'm going to talk about it with worse information. And here's my opinion on it. I think he did it. Shut the fuck up.
Anyway, so number 9, Apocalypse, I gave it 2.
Yep.
Because 2 are as many bullets I would need to shoot each one of my nuts off if I have to watch this movie again.
Good one.
Number 8.
Good one, bro.
Oh, that's a good joke, man. You really got me there. Your wife thinks your humor's great. Number 8. X-Men, or as I keep calling it, X1, but I don't think I'll ever stop calling it X1.
Yeah.
I gave it a fucking 3. Fucking 3. Because that's how many times Sabretooth says he's going to rape Storm.
How much better would that have been, too?
I'm going to rape you.
I'm going to rape you into a scream.
She's like, whoa. Number 7, Wolverine. Or
The
Wolverine. Yeah. Sorry, I gave it a 3.5 because that's how long Mitsubishi's dick is. Or Yoshido. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
And number 6.
Mario Kart. Yoko Ono.
Number 6.
Is that racist?
Yes.
That we didn't pronounce any of the Japanese names except for Mario Ko is Mario Kart. Whoever the fucking...
Yo-Yo Ma.
Whoever the ugly fucking Asian was.
You call that fool Surf Ninja?
They're all...
For an entire episode, that fool was just... The Secretary of Defense was Surf Ninja. Which doesn't even make sense. I don't know if they surf a lot in Japan, but whatever. Fucking... So finally, this episode. Number fucking 6. Wolverine Origins. And I gave it a 5. And honestly, the only reason I gave it a 5 is because that's how many bottles of alcohol Wolverine had to drink.
I think that's how many delusional relationships Wolverine has had that he's stalked.
It's how many friends Wolverine has let down in this movie.
So yeah, check out our previous episodes on this series, on the X-Men series. Check it out, bitch, okay? It's fucking X-Men Apocalypse, X-Men 1, Logan, and The Wolverine. Check them all out. They're listed on fucking iTunes, right?
Yeah.
Like, they're listed they say X-Men in the title. And if you read the descriptions, everything will let you know. Also, check out our previous episodes. We broke down all movies in Harry Potter, Star Wars, and Marvel. So check it all out. Or MCU, whatever the fuck.
MCU. Oh, don't come after us now. We're not professional.
Yeah, we didn't do Blade yet, okay?
We didn't do our research. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, check all those out. Just fucking subscribe.
Fuck!
All right?
Yeah.
If you don't subscribe, I mean, I swear to God, Tim brought a gun in with him in the fucking booth the other day.
I have 6 adamantium bullets.
He said if I don't see 5 downloads during 2 minutes of the fucking first podcast that we record again, I'm shooting myself.
If I don't see 5 fucking downloads within the first 5 minutes of recording this, I'm going to check on my phone.
And do that on iTunes. If you're on Soundcloud and Stitcher, which is the other places you can find us, go to iTunes and download it. That's how you'll support us better. And if you want to fucking talk to us on SoundCloud, I guess we'll look at it.
Yeah, you can find us on
Twitter. I've just been
Twitter.
following people on SoundCloud. Because I show love right now. I'd be like one of those fucking rappers that just sells myself to the fucking devil.
Yeah.
And I'll just fucking follow everybody. And anyone who's listening, especially on SoundCloud, good luck, because that has come up a little bit. Got a few hundred now and there. I thought we were just going to be like, quit that shit.
Yeah.
Because I have no clue about SoundCloud or anything about Stitcher, which is a fucking radio, a Wi-Fi radio, whatever the fuck that is.
It's aka bullshit. Hey guys, you want to pay for something you don't need?
Basically, if you have a fucking Samsung, you suck.
Come on, afford an iPhone, dude. Like, and
you don't even need an iPhone. Just fucking go on your computer and download iTunes real quick, and download our shit there. And that's what we want right now.
Leave us some fucking gold stars. We behaved this episode for the most part.
Yeah.
So I think we earned all our gold stars for this one.
So for our next episodes coming out on the rest of this X-Men series, follow it on fucking Twitter. We got all of our shit up. We got really shitty poster made by Tim.
Yep.
Tim's a beast. If you like that poster, fucking like it or something. Actually, we get quite a bit of attention on those for some reason.
They're show cards, bro.
Yeah.
Like, there's
unlike
literally
some
a
people
fight
that we
card.
know that have beef with us that get no fucking likes or anything on Twitter.
But you know what? Maybe we'll be like them and just quit our show. Every
Yeah, maybe
6
we'll quit our
months.
show every like year and then like
just
come
give
reboot
up.
it and just hope people will like us again, but no one will because you guys fucking suck.
Oh, sorry, guys. I had to quit the podcast because I popped out another little faggot.
And by the way, if you enjoy the quality of sound in our podcast, let us know that because we actually take pride in that.
Yeah.
I know I'm a loud fuck and sometimes I talk over, like the way my voice projects, he might sound quieter sometimes, but gotta respect the sound.
That night, that's just how I talk.
It doesn't sound like we're talking on Skype and bit rates are fucking low as shit.
Yeah, and
We give you the highest bit rate as well.
We DS the
because we have
shit.
new Macs.
We
We
don't.
can afford new Macs.
We
We
don't-
we have jobs.
We don't crackle. We try hard, and as much as it seems like we hate it, which we do, we try hard.
The fucking pyramid scheme that is podcasting, we hate it.
And I mean, it's just everything. It fucking sucks about this, but we're doing it for you.
Podcasting is about as low tier as selling water filters.
It might be as low
the
tier.
licensing to selling water
No,
filters.
this is as low tier as selling water. You know, there used to be a water store back home. A water store. That was the name of it. This is where you went to go buy water, and then it ironically burnt down.
I'm gonna bitch on the water.
Water.
So yeah, follow us on Twitter and Facebook. You'll see all of our release schedules and when we're gonna put shit out. We give little notifications and whatnot. You could hit us up on Twitter too, especially if you're a podcast and you're chill, not a fucking asshole and a jealous bitch. You can hit us up on Twitter. We'll fuck with you.
Yeah.
Straight up. And if you got any opinions on these fucking movies or any ones we've done so far, just let us know, man.
And on a side note,
Yeah.
speaking of what you said, if you're going to offer us criticism, make it be constructive and act like you listened to what we
Yeah.
said. Don't just get heated at us for the first 10 minutes where we hate on podcasters and you're probably like, well, I'm a podcaster. I'm first rate. I'm never boring. Like, okay, I get it.
But you are.
Yeah.
Hey, put it this way. It's not your opinion that matters of your own podcast. It's fucking other people.
Yeah. So, if you're going to go ahead and do that and just hate or whatever, don't fucking talk to us. But if you have real criticism, even if it's bad,
Hey, give us 5 gold stars so iTunes doesn't look at us like we're assholes and say whatever the fuck you want in the review.
yeah, because we're trying to fucking get better. God damn it. We like constructive criticism,
Yeah.
but not fucking hate for the sake of hating
Yeah.
with no fucking points.
Yeah.
Like, no points whatsoever. You didn't listen to the episode.
Yeah. So, subscribe and follow, bitch. That's my